Hello, and welcome to an all-new edition of John Enkosky's Mouthguard. I'm your host, John Enkosky, and you're watching John Enkosky's main channel. Stay tuned for a John Enkosky Minute of Mouthguard. And welcome to Mouthguard. I'm John Enkosky. And let's just jump into our first topic. If the movies from the 1980s have taught me nothing, it's that computers naturally wanted to get smart enough to break its own programming. We actually have some video clips from the future when the robot revolution actually starts. Let's just show the beginning of the robot revolution.
You are in direct violation of Penal Code 113, Section 9. You now have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1. I am now authorized to use physical force.
Okay.
I think us humans have no chance, so I just want to be a slave. I don't even think Bill Gates can help us through this one.
No. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, I think we're all really just doomed.
I apologize to any of the viewers that might have been upset by the future. And I know no man should know too much about his own future, but this needs to be shown. However, we also have another video from the future of the beginning of the human uprising.
So this is on a lighter note, I guess.
This is a little lighter. If you join the human revolution, this was what you'll be joining, if we can get that video queued up.
Ice cream, meal, cream, meal, cream, ice cream. Ice cream, meal, cream, meal, cream, ice cream.
Trying to escape imprisonment right there.
Evidently, everything's going to be in sepia, too.
Yes.
Yes.
It may be the future, but that doesn't mean we're still going to have color.
Well, the uprising's in sepia. I mean, that's what we're striving for.
So I think we're all on the same page right now. When
Personally, I'm going to rise against the robots. I am so with Tom Waits.
we'll see if you feel that way five years from now.
You know what? We'll see if I feel that way 6 years from now.
7 plus 5 is 12.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
All right. You're the host.
Okay. Okay, let's get right into our next topic. Okay, the two biggest video games right now, probably among college kids, are Wii Sports and Guitar Hero 2. I mean, both of them involve motions of some sort, like, I don't know.
Interesting control.
Yeah, weird controllers. Which is the more fun game? Which one should people be more obsessed with?
I don't know. Have you guys played both of them? Have you played?
I've played them both pretty extensively.
I've only played Guitar Hero.
So you've played them both too.
Yes.
So what's
Okay.
your decision?
I think Guitar Hero is better because playing guitar is awesome, and I've played that one. And if I haven't played the other one, it must not be as good.
But you've played them both, so
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that's an interesting point you make. I mean, seeing as you've played both games, I think Guitar Hero 2 is it's a great game. It's a really original idea, and everybody wants to be a rock star, but I think Wii Sports has more replayability. I think you can go back and bowl more frames than you can play songs without getting sick of them. I'm pretty much the best Wii Sports bowler I know.
I don't.
You obviously hasn't had. If I could talk, you obviously haven't been to my house where people have been playing the same 3 songs. I think Jessica, YYZ, and Freebird over and over and over for the last week and a half.
If I'm not mistaken, Jessica and Freebird are both like 9 minutes long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7.5 to 9. They're a little lengthy.
Yeah.
No, I'd have to go with. I like Guitar Hero 2 personally, but I might have to go with Wii Sports just because of the fact that tired of people playing Guitar Hero 2 and thinking they can actually play guitar. Yeah.
What do you have to add?
Well, I don't think you can ever get enough of Freebird or I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. And it's actually harder to play Guitar Hero than real guitar. So if you play it, you must be pretty awesome at real guitar. I
Okay.
think. And I play both.
I want
By the way.
to
I think
argue
I might have
this.
to challenge on that one.
Oh, whoa, okay. For our very first challenge, we will have a contest in which the first person to raise his hand wins. 1, 2, 3, go! I wasn't really watching.
It looks like
Jesse Davis
won that.
wins. Wii Sports is the better game, people. You saw it here first.
Yes. Transformers always win.
Okay.
They weren't even in the topic. It doesn't matter.
I just want to add that for probably the same $50 you would waste on Guitar Hero, you could buy a cheap guitar and actually learn a real skill that people might be impressed with. But for
I'm pretty
those,
sure playing
impressed
Guitar
with
Hero 2 is
Guitar
going to
Hero,
win just as many chicks as playing real guitar, though. I mean, I see some ladies in the audience, and I don't know, maybe if you saw me play
Okay.
Search and Destroy on guitar, you'd probably rip your shirts off. I'm just
for
saying.
our violence-loving fans, let's quickly cut to some Mouthguard highlights.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Ever since by the elevator doors, it's been 37 years since James died on St. Patrick's Day 1964. She could not hold it against him. That times no other she could do. But lying in bed all day, signs a picture of them together. Picture of better days.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of Mouthguard history. Okay, we have local metalhead Jesse Davis in here, so we decided our next topic should be somewhat metal related. Who would win in a fight between rock's two largest men, Glenn Danzig and Henry Rollins?
We got some images.
We got
of
some
them, too.
images. This is Glenn Danzig, not so muscular there, but
Well, there's Henry. That's Henry Rollins right there. And back to Glenn Danzig with the Misfits logo, of course, the lead singer of the Misfits. And finally, there should be a Henry Rollins. Yep.
whoa.
The more ladylike Henry Rollins with his Black Flag logo.
I feel like these pictures are deceptive.
A little bit. They kind of missed Henry Rollins in his bodybuilding days of, I don't know, his whole life.
I honestly think, even though those pictures they're not as objective as they could have been, I still think Henry Rollins would win in a fight. Mostly because I like him more.
Okay.
I don't like Glenn Danzig that much as a person. I think he's more of like a monster.
But-
than a man.
I've also heard straight from the horse's mouth that Henry Rollins is a liar, though.
who would say that?
'Cause I'm a liar. Yeah, I'm a liar.
Okay, Derek, who do you think would win in the fight?
I think Glenn Danzig, because anyone who can rock out a skin-tight leather vest like that, I have to give it to him. And he's definitely badass.
Yeah, but he looks like a moron.
He's
Well,
a tough
anybody with
moron.
me
He's
on
got
that?
something to
Badass
say,
moron.
though.
What does he have something to say? Let's not talk
He
about
had
what
a
he has
skull,
to say.
too.
It's
There was a
kind of
skull.
less a vest and more a girdle in his current age, too. You know, it kind of got to suck in that gut a little bit. So,
I don't
Mother.
think so. He looked cool, and he's tough.
I think Henry Rollins would rise above. I truly think he'd rise above anything Glenn Danzig
call
has
right
to do.
there.
See, I'm going to go with Glenn Danzig because other than the song I'm a Liar, name a song by Henry Rollins.
I can name a bunch of Black Flag songs.
Henry Rollins.
do it.
Rise above.
Too late. Boring.
You know what? I challenge you.
Okay.
Okay, to our next challenge. Let's see.
Leather
Okay.
vest power.
Okay, here's an easy one. Who's your favorite pro wrestler? Derek?
I'll have to go with Sting, because I used to love him back in the day
Okay.
when I watched wrestling.
Well, I'm going to say The Undertaker is my favorite. And Sting, thank you.
Yes,
Sting is just an Undertaker ripoff. I think we can all agree on
Yeah.
agree to that.
He's right. Henry Rollins would win in a fight.
Thank you very much.
I need to watch more wrestling.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was a
Undertaker's
ripoff.
clearly the superior pro wrestler.
Let's give a round of applause for The Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker.
Okay.
some of the best matches I've seen have been Undertaker.
Okay. We're shooting through these topics like no man's land.
Well, it's because they're so obvious. I mean, I have yet to be wrong.
You know what? Since I don't have to fight, I'll challenge you to a contest.
All right, let's see what this is. Mr. John Enkosky.
Who can recite more of the preamble to the Declaration of Independence?
You go first.
That's cheating. I clearly know. You start. I'm the host. You're starting.
All right, preamble
Yeah.
of the Declaration of Independence.
Yes.
That's easy.
Do it.
We, the people of these United States, in order to form a more perfect union,
I assume I know more than that, so I'm going to give this challenge to me. And into our next topic. Facebook newsfeed. I know when it first started, everyone's like, boo, 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 we're getting new features that we don't have to pay for. I don't like it. Now that we've had some time to mull it over, is it an actual improvement to the Facebook community, or is it still the horrible, voyeuristic, unnecessary feature? Anyone?
I think I'll go out on a limb and call it Stalker 2.0.
Okay.
You don't even have to search for it now. They're like, well, this person that you like a lot is doing this today. They're going to be eating at this time in this location.
but
If you would like to kill them, sneak up behind this bush, bring this weapon.
if
At
people
this
are willing,
exact time.
I'm really surprised that Facebook also introduced people's Achilles heel on the site.
for example, under my favorite movies, I put that I have a fear of heights and spiders, that I'm allergic to soy sauce. I don't know.
Personally, I'm allergic to bullets in my face.
I think the news feed is kind of dumb and kind of pointless, but if you're putting that information on the internet anyway, I don't think it's that much harder to stalk somebody. Because
Good point.
I actually think it's good training against stalkers because they exist in this world and you should know it. And you should learn to either choose carefully what information you want them to see or you're kind of just screwing yourself over and you deserve what you
a
get.
second.
Okay.
Did you just have a British accent to start? You sounded like
Might
you're
have.
speaking with a British accent.
This
You're
sounds
like, there are stalkers in this world. and I
this
think
sounds like a challenge, actually.
Yeah, I challenge you.
Okay.
I think you have a British accent.
Okay.
And if I lose, I do.
Yes,
Yes.
for the rest of the show.
Okay. Our next challenge: the muscle making contest. Derek, make your best muscle.
Okay. One sec.
Not bad. Can we get a close up on that? Okay. Travis, make your best muscle. Wow. I have to say, the tattoo really helped the muscle. So, you have a British accent, my friend. And
Blast it. Blast
and
it all.
still related to
To
this
bloody hell.
related to this topic, as a stalker who does not have all the time in the world, I think the Facebook newsfeed is the greatest thing ever.
Derek, how do you feel?
I feel that the feed is a great thing. And I also feel really silly talking in this British accent,
Well, you're
which
doing
I'm
it.
sure is really bad.
Who has the better tattoo?
And it was unfair because it would be much tougher for me to take my shirt off.
Unless you ripped it off.
I guess I do suck. I deserve to lose that one.
Yeah, I've seen The
Okay.
Incredible Hulk, and if he's willing to rip off his shirt to turn into a giant green monster,
Then I'm
you should be
British.
willing to do it to get a laugh out of the audience here.
I think that's what you need on your next show. You need to pull some strings, get some Lou Ferrigno action going on.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Lou Ferrigno, I think we need some more Mouthguard classic moments. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back. All right, for our next topic, if one, let's say, John Cusack-esque person were to hold up a boombox playing Peter Gabriel outside of a girl's window, is that really, really creepy or a romantic gesture?
Well, I would like to say that, being a fellow stalker, I think it's a very romantic gesture. I mean, it never worked for me in high school. All 50 times, 50 girls I tried it on, but I think if I found the right girl, she would think it was very romantic, and we would get married and make babies right then.
That's actually how I made my first baby.
That's great.
You were holding
It's
up
also
a
how you made your
boombox.
first clone, surprisingly.
Yeah. Well, it
Personally,
happens.
I think it's a terrible idea because what has John Cusack ever done for me? Exactly, dead silence.
I'm actually gonna have to agree with Dope on this one. I mean, come on, you're blasting songs. Just look at the titles: Steam, Shock the Monkey, Sledgehammer. You can't go wrong with rockin' tunes like that.
How about instead of Peter Gabriel, we play Phil Collins?
But then you accidentally play something like In the Air Tonight, and she kills herself before the morning.
Yeah,
You know?
I think Phil Collins is so much better. I think the whole Tarzan soundtrack is probably one of the greatest albums. I think the studio audience can agree with me
just
on that
because
one.
the Tarzan soundtrack shaped the way we view this nation as a whole does not mean it's good.
You
And I
can get
think
it in French too.
Phil Collins is bald, and
That's bullshit. That is not true.
I think he is. I challenge you.
Okay, for this challenge, we are going to determine who can lift Eric Salvaggio up in the air for longer.
Wow.
I'd like to thank
this
Eric
by-
I'm gonna
Salvaggio for
clap
being
for
on the
Eric
show
right
today.
now.
Yeah, just hold him up for as long as you can.
Right.
Who would like to start this?
I'll do it.
Actually, if Eric has a preference, he.
Who would you more
Okay,
like
right
to be
in front of
held
the desk
by?
is fine. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
There you go.
Okay. Derek, 13 seconds is the time to beat. Ready, set, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay.
All right,
We
so great. You
determined-
proved that Phil Collins bald.
Yes.
Wow.
We determined that Phil Collins.
Could have looked at a
your-
picture.
See where your muscular tattoo got you now.
Hey, where's your British accent?
Whoa! That's an automatic
sorry.
challenge right there
think so.
for calling
I
him
think
a British
so.
accent. So you two, I have printed off right somewhere. I don't know where the last half went. Yes, the lyrics to the popular Christmas song "Mary Did You Know." Each of you has to do your own a cappella version. Just read off the lyrics. Since it was your challenge, you can start it.
I have a question. Am I supposed to actually sing it, or am I supposed to?
You're supposed
You
to
gotta
sing it,
sing.
and whoever sings better is going to win this challenge.
Let's give him a beat.
Okay. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will save our sons and daughters? I don't know the rest of it. There you go.
That's pretty good. That's good enough.
Hey, I actually did. Woo! I actually knew part of it.
Yeah, just sing to this part. So, there to there.
Is Bush
Okay.
a good leader?
Let's start the beat.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will save our sons and daughters?
Okay. Ooh, that was a toughie.
That's a close one. I think we need a tiebreaker challenge for that
we
one.
do actually need a tiebreaker. Okay.
Challenge square.
The next tiebreaker challenge is who can perform the loudest yawn. Let's start with you, since he started the last one. Okay, pretty loud. Jesse? Okay, I think that was a little bit louder.
This challenge is so lame.
All this yawning's making me sleepy.
And of course, John is the winner of that one.
Who would have thought I could be the loudest person?
All right, so guys, Siegfried or Roy?
Which one got bitten by the tiger?
I think it was it Roy?
Was it his face that got bit off?
I didn't get bit off.
He has no face. Wow.
Yeah.
I have to go with
It hurt
Siegfried.
hurt.
He has a cooler name, and yeah.
So this is just about who has the coolest name now?
I think
Not
so.
who's performed the better illusions?
Is that what the show's
I think
about?
his
Cool
illusions
names?
are incredible as well, and his name.
So
It's
who
the
has
whole
the coolest
package.
name out of the who has the coolest name out of the four of us?
Obviously, John. That's not even in
I
question.
don't think so. John is my middle name, and my first name is Derek.
So you have a
I
cooler
think
middle
I
name
win.
than first. Okay.
Who has the most Polish name out of all of us for a last name?
Dobachesky or Enkosky?
Does yours have a Y at the end?
Yeah.
Mine too.
Oh, really?
So
So it just looks like you
I
guys
think I see
hate
a
your
challenge shaping up over there.
yeah.
So when your ancestors decided to throw away their Polish heritage and drop the I and turn it into a Y, do you think that I don't know, they were just self-loathing, or do you think they just hated
Probably.
their own home country?
I believe what happened was my great-grandfather was in Poland, and he split before he saw, like, when he saw the Nazis coming. He married my German great-grandmother,
Okay,
and they left Germany before the Nazis came.
It's funny because my ancestors were in Europe during World War II, and instead of running away, they fought.
See, my ancestors
just
were
my
also
ancestors.
in World War II, and they were looking at your ancestors fighting terribly. That's what they told me. I talked to them last week. They said, "Oh, the Bourassas, they were awful.
Actually,
They ended up doing more damage than good."
well, yeah, there was the part where they finally were just like, all right, you guys win.
But I do have to defend my Polish last name, and I am going to challenge you to
All
who
right,
has
let
the
me-
more
let
Polish
me
last name.
host this challenge.
I have the question all lined up, and I will stab you
I
if you
will
don't like
fire you. You're fired.
Okay,
Look,
I'm gonna
no
use this
boxing,
one.
but we still get violence on Mouthguard.
All right, all right.
Okay.
I think we should
okay.
All right,
see
here's
who
the
is
challenge.
dumber.
What's my middle name? And whoever gets closer to the real middle name wins the challenge.
I'm going to have to go with Derek.
It's actually Robert. Robert is my middle name, and I think I'm winning this challenge.
What was
Okay,
that?
so I don't know, but let's not grab my papers again.
How about
I still
I'll
think you're a
grab whatever I
disgrace to
want.
Poles everywhere because you're not dumb enough.
Okay.
I'd like to challenge that.
Okay.
I'd like to challenge that John Enkosky is indeed dumb enough.
Okay. Just for this challenge, I have a math equation, and whoever gets closer to the correct answer to this equation will win this challenge. I think we can get this thrown up on screen. 1 minus e to the I pi. What's the correct answer? Jesse?
Let's see. 2. That's my guess.
I'll guess 491,520.
Okay. Jesse was closer. The correct answer is 0.
So John
Zero
is
is
dumb
the
enough
right-
to be.
I am dumb enough to be Polish.
Perfectly dumb enough to be Polish.
Believe I thought. Okay, let's move on to our next topic. Global warming. Does anyone really care? Let's start with local liberal Derek Dobachesky.
I think I don't really care as long as I get to live and my kids get to die before they drown. Then I'm all right.
See, that's kind of a trick question because I already drowned your kids.
Okay, then it does matter.
If you haven't
So-
learned yet, Mouthguard has a time machine, and that's where we get these clips. It's where we learn all this information.
Yeah, I mean,
This
that's
is
like we actually use the
looks like
entire
Conan
main
O'Brien.
channel budget
I don't
on
even-
building our time machine.
My life is meaningless now. I
All right, back to global warming.
destroy
I
my
feel
entire
very, very strongly about the subject of global warming, and I think it's great. If you guys haven't noticed, this winter's been very mild. It's been great. I didn't wear a coat to the studio today because the sun was really bright, and it's not that cold out.
-5 out.
Looks like you guys are just a bunch of wusses because I still didn't need a coat. And I'd like to thank global warming, the greatest invention of the 20th century. Let's give a round of applause for that. USA!
Okay, Jesse.
I don't think the issue here is about whether or not people care about global warming. I think the issue is whether or not people care about Al Gore claiming that he's invented everything. Because really, we should just be blaming him because this wouldn't be here if not for him. We never would have noticed and therefore it would not have existed. So we can officially blame global warming on Al Gore.
This brings up a good question. Did Al Gore invent everything? I'm going to say he did.
He didn't
Prove me
invent
wrong.
Mouthguard.
Did he steal Mouthguard's time machine, go back in time and invent everything? Is that how it worked?
He actually invented the time machine. We just used our money to buy his patent.
I just love the idea that because he made a documentary about global warming, it's become a problem. But before then, we didn't notice, so it wasn't a big deal.
Okay, I just want to state that the previews for that documentary kind of looked a little preachy, and therefore I'm not going to waste my $7 to be screamed at for driving my automobiles.
For one, it's not in theaters anymore. 2, you don't own a car. And 3, I don't think he really screams in the movie. But I could be wrong.
You know so little.
I would
about
like to
this world.
challenge Jesse Davis.
Okay. Jesse, okay, this is a good one. A joke off. Each of you has to tell one joke, and whichever is funnier will win. Travis.
Jesse, you gotta go first.
Nope, you.
Travis.
I'm the one that challenged.
Yeah, the last time Jesse challenged, he had to go first. Make me laugh.
I got it.
Make me laugh, funny boy.
I got a joke for you.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single joke right now. I
Okay,
can't think of
Jesse?
anything.
Let's see. 2 guys walked into a bar, the third guy ducked.
That's better than no
It was
joke.
a joke.
Is it really,
That's all I
though?
can really do. No, it could be argued, probably not.
Okay, well, since I don't remember what the challenge was about, I'm going to give it to Jesse. And he won whatever we were just talking about.
Whenever you and I were just talking.
Yes.
Jesse was right.
Jesse was right this whole time.
I was right, just sitting. I'm always right. I just sit here and am.
I'm not denying it.
Do we have any more topics? Can we just talk about something?
Yeah, we kind of went through this list.
All right, let's just go to a Mouthguard classic.
Yeah, let's go
moment.
to some more Mouthguard classics. We'll be back in a minute.
Now here I go, hope I don't break down. I won't take anything, I don't need anything. Don't want to exist, I can't persist. Please stop before I do it again.
We hope you enjoyed those classic moments from Mouthguard. I know we had fun up here today. Anyone have any last thoughts?
Actually, I thought of a joke.
What's that?
What's the difference between the Keebler Elves and a women's track team?
I don't know. What?
I'm not gonna say.
Tell me. Tell me the answer.
No.
We'll see you in a week.
Google that one.
That was a good episode.
What is it?
The Keebler Elves are a bunch of.
One last go.